humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Gas, I will not crash. Honey, yard, dash. Honey, yard, dash. Honey, yard, dash. Honey, yard, dash. Honey, yard, dash.
Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 3rd down, Jackson looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. Powering his way forward.
At their own 40-yard line.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff here to his running back. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
First down,
And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
I I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
On second down, Rivers fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Hey, box truck.
On third down, Mayfield. He's going to fire one. Deep left side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On second down, Freeman. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Jackson now down around his goal line. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On first down, Swift.
I got you, boy.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
180! What we got? What we got? What we got? Shoot!
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Hey, echo!
Now on second and 13. Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs. But the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game. That they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Freeman. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. 6-0 our score after 1. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They get the 1st. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the Browns' 48-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Rip right. Alert flare.
Play action. Now Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jannard Avery. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Jackson. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson throwing again. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Bravo! 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 48 line.
Mike 52.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Now it's Jackson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This is Freeman on first and 10. Freeman a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 16-yard touchdown run as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he lost the football. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Regular.
They'll run on first down. Rivers. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down now. Rivers. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down. Swift. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
On second down, Rivers. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Come on, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Check 3. Check hot route. Hot.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. From 4 yards out. And once again, the Browns are back in front. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round.
I'm all over you.
The Browns take over.
We got this.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Watch out, watch out.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. Rivers. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 39. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down now. It's Arnold. They find some open field here. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This is the tight end Fant. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
So much about offense. Is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 2-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10, clear on the other side of the field. They run the counter. Swift. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, 28 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. That's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Focus, defense, focus. Hey, check my...
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Broncos on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, it's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Mike 51. Watch the backer.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to air one out. They've got his man complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The end result, 21 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on second and long. Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Let's get it. Ready. Three ball.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
From the gun, Mayfield. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. In for the score. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch the slant. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Go. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hit. Watch the slant.
Here's Jackson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant. 54 yards, and the Broncos get a bit closer. Whoa, he just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. This will be taken short. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Come on now, let's go. Good. 180. Here in the middle. 55. Up, left. That's the way. Smooth.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. They'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you